Good.
Hey everybody, thanks for joining us. It's Alexa from East Nashville Community Acupuncture, soon to be Encircle Acupuncture. And we wanted to do this Facebook Live event today just to talk about all of the changes that we have coming up and let you ask questions and we can answer your questions and just share all the exciting news that we have going on. So thank you for joining us. I'm going to talk about a few things, but if you have questions, just feel free to type them in and I will answer them. So thanks for joining us. First of all, I just want to kind of summarize everything that we have been going on. If you are a current patient of ours, you've probably been getting a lot of emails from me lately talking about our new location, our name change, and our price increase. So I just wanted to talk about each of those things a little bit. First of all, we have a new location coming to Bellevue, which we're super excited about. We've been wanting to have a second location for a long time, and we really wanted to get into Bellevue because we know that a lot of people are having trouble driving over from the west side. Traffic's getting heavier. So we found a great spot in Bellevue and we're really excited about it. The work has begun on the space and we're hoping to be open there very soon. If the work continues to progress, then we're thinking that we can be open there sometime in September. Don't quote me on that, that might change, but we're hoping to be open there this fall in Bellevue. Right now they have the space, used to be a massage therapy clinic, so it had a bunch of individual rooms. Of course, we don't treat people in individual rooms, so we had to tear down a bunch of walls. You might have seen some video of Trey and me hammering the walls. That was a lot of fun. And so they've taken out all the walls and framed up some new interior walls. And next we'll be doing some electrical work and then painting, new flooring. It's going to be a great clinic. It'll be about half the size of our current clinic, so we won't have quite as many recliners, but it'll be a great place to get started. Also, some folks have asked where in Bellevue the clinic is. It is at 140 Bell Forest Circle, which is just off of Old Hickory, and it's near TJ Maxx on the corner of Old Hickory and Highway 70S. And it's next door to Red Lines Bar and Grill. And it's in a great location, there's plenty of parking, close to the freeway, so it's gonna be really easy to get to. So that's our update on Bellevue. I also want to talk about our name change. So we'll be changing our name from East Nashville Community Acupuncture to Encircle Acupuncture. And this was a really difficult decision because we've had our name for almost 10 years. And it's been a name that has really defined who we are. We're rooted in East Nashville. We started here and it's our home. But as we want to expand into more communities, we wanted to adopt a name that wasn't so location specific. Also, if you've ever had to answer the phone and say, East Nashville Community Acupuncture, this is Alexa, how can I help you? It's a really long name. And if you've ever had to write it out, your email address for someone with East Nashville Acupuncture on it, it's a lot of letters and words. So we wanted to shorten our name as well. So we decided on Encircle Acupuncture, and it was an interesting process to go through. And one of the things that I love about our new name is that our patients really helped us to decide on this new name. We've been working with a marketing team, and one of the things that they did was send out a survey to our patients and got their input on what they liked about, what our patients like about our clinic. And they used all of our patient responses to come up with ideas for a new name. And to me, Encircle just expresses a lot of the values that are important to us. To me, with Encircle, I think about inclusion and belonging and being part of a community and providing continuity. And our treatment room is kind of set up in a circle with chairs around the perimeter of the room. So when you come into the room, you're part of this circle, and there are a lot of people who make up the circle. So I was really excited when we decided on the name Encircle. But we're always going to feel like East Nashville is home because that's where we started. And East Nashville has been a great place to have our home. People in East Nashville love their local businesses and love their neighbors, and we're always going to stay rooted in those values of being a good neighbor and being part of a community. We're just going to do it with a shorter name now, which I'm excited about. So that's just a brief little bit about our name change. And then I also want to talk about our price increase that we have coming up. So we have had the same price since we opened almost 10 years ago. We opened in January of 2010, and we've always charged on a sliding scale, and we'll continue to charge on a sliding scale. We're just increasing our sliding scale by $5. So our new price starting on September 1st is going to be $20 to $40 per treatment. And our new patient fee is going up from $10 to $15. So new patients will pay an additional $15 fee on their first visit, plus the $20 to $40 per treatment. This is, like I said, this is going to be our first ever price increase, and we hope that by increasing the price now that we won't have to touch it for a long time, and our new price can stay in place for another 10 years or even longer, who knows. But this was not a decision that we came to easily, because of course it's our mission to make acupuncture affordable for as many people as possible, and so having a low price is key to that. But there are a few compelling reasons why we decided to increase the price. One is that, of course, our costs have gone up over the years. I mean, nothing in our budget has stayed the same for 10 years. Our rent has gone up, our supply costs have gone up, our labor costs have gone up. So everything has increased, and we have been able to offset all of those price increases because we've continually treated more and more patients every year over the years. And that's because of all of you. You have referred your friends and family to us, and you've continued coming in over the years. So thank you, because we've been able to keep our prices the same because we've just continued to get busier every single year. But there comes a point when even at the same price, we're not able to keep up with our expenses, and we're getting close to that point now. I think back on when we first started, and a lot of the things that we offer to our patients now, we didn't have when we first started. So we didn't have online scheduling when we first started. We used a pencil and paper appointment book. Now we have online scheduling because we know it's so much more convenient for a lot of people to schedule online. We didn't take credit cards when we first opened. It was check and cash only. But of course, credit cards are so much more convenient, and so we wanted to offer that to our patient, but that comes at a cost. We have to pay processing fees for credit and debit cards. And actually, we didn't even have the front desk help when we first opened. It was just me, and I would run around the clinic answering the phone, taking payments, treating patients, and doing whatever else I needed to do. So we've added a lot of people to our team over the years, which it's been wonderful. But all of that has been to help you, our patients, get to us more easily, make appointments more easily. We've added hours, we've added days, and so that's helped to increase accessibility. But again, some of those things come at a cost. Another really important reason why we're raising the price is because we want to continue to attract and retain the best possible staff. And if you've come to our clinic, you know we have great people working here. Our acupuncturists are the best around. Our front desk staff are so inviting and friendly and will go out of their way to help any of our patients. So we really value the people who work here. And I feel like we do our best to compensate them well because they deserve to be paid well. And so we try to pay our people in a way that keeps up with the times. So we try to pay 2019 wages and benefits, but we're charging 2010 prices. And so our prices, we're going to bring those up to 2019 levels so that we can continue to compensate our staff well, because they deserve it. And our staff also get great benefits. We have paid holidays and paid time off. Our staff get a raise every year, guaranteed. We have a retirement plan for our staff. Our acupuncturists have to do continuing education every year to keep up with their licenses, and we pay for them to do that. So we try to offer the best benefits possible for our staff, again, because they deserve it. And so this new price is going to help us continue to do that and bring in more people, because we're going to have more clinics, and so we need more great people to work for us. And then finally, our price increase, I see it as an investment, because we want to continue opening more clinics. Bellevue's our next step, but I've heard from a lot of you saying, please open a clinic in Hendersonville, please open a clinic in Murfreesboro or Mount Juliet, and we want to expand into more locations, and that costs money. So we're using this price increase as a way to build up our savings too, so that we can invest in more locations and just make acupuncture more convenient, more accessible for all of you, because we know that you want that and we feel that you deserve that. Also, one thing I want to make clear about our price increase is that we're still committed to making acupuncture as affordable as possible for as many people as possible. And we'll never turn anyone away because of a lack of an ability to pay for treatment. So if you are going to be affected by this price increase and feel like it's going to prevent you from getting the acupuncture you need, we will work with you on price. Just talk to me or anyone on our team, and we will happily work out with something with you for a price arrangement so that you can continue coming in and getting the acupuncture you need. We really mean that. We want it to be affordable and accessible for you. And also, I just want to reiterate that we have been able to keep our prices low because of you, because you've referred people and continue to come in. So again, I just want to thank you for that and for being a loyal patient and being excited about acupuncture. It's been really fun to introduce new people to acupuncture over the years, and we continue to do that every day. And that's one of the things that I love best about my job, is seeing people get relief and getting to treat lots of different people. So thank you, you've helped us do that. I want to mention that we have a special coming up. For those of you who have been with us for years, you know every year we do a special in August. It is a highly anticipated special for our patients, and it's an opportunity when you can buy a 5-treatment package for $65. So that works out to $13 a treatment. It will save you a little money by buying a package. And so since our price increase is going to go into effect on September 1st, you have the entire month of August to buy a package and stock up on treatments that are going to be at a lower cost. And you can buy up to 3 packages for yourself. If you want to buy a package for someone else, you can also do that. The treatments that you buy in advance with a package never expire. So you can use them, you can use all those treatments during August. You can wait a year and use them next August. You can use them 3 years from now. They'll never expire. What else do I want to say about August? It's just a great time to come back in. I know July is usually vacation time for a lot of people. School starts back in August, time to get back into the routine. So we hope to see you back in August and take advantage of that package deal, because it's a great deal. And we will do it again next August too. So don't worry, that package is not ever going away. Let's see. Oh, also something else about August. If you're a new patient and you come in during August and you buy the package, then we'll waive the new patient fee. So it's a really good deal for new patients. So there's never been a better time to try acupuncture if you're a new patient out there and curious about it. Come in during August, we'll waive the fee if you buy a package. Okay, so I have a few questions that I want to answer, and if anybody else has questions, just type them in. One question I've already answered: where in Bellevue is the second clinic going to be? Again, that's 140 Bell Forest Circle, and keep an eye out on our website and in our newsletter. We'll be posting some more information about that. We'll post a map. Yeah, it's a nice, convenient location. When will you be open in Bellevue? Again, we're hoping to be open in September or sometime this fall. It's just going to depend on how the build out progresses. We will have a grand opening for sure. So watch your email. We'll definitely email you when we know our opening dates and our grand opening dates. It's going to be a big celebration because this has been a long time coming. We've wanted to have a second location for a long time, and we're really excited that it's finally happening. Someone else asks, do you plan to open more locations after Bellevue, and if so, where and when? We definitely want to open more locations beyond Bellevue. We're going to get Bellevue open first. This is kind of a test case for us because we've only ever had one location, and so having two locations is going to be a different beast. I'm sure there's going to be some kinks we have to work out. Once Bellevue is up and running and going along well, then we'll start looking into where we can have future locations beyond that. So I don't have any specifics yet on where and when, but we hope to have more than just two locations. We would like to have locations all around Nashville, Middle Tennessee, and even beyond there, because we know that there are lots of people who need access to acupuncture, and we have people who drive long distances to get to us from Western Kentucky, from West Tennessee. People come from all over, so we want to bring acupuncture to them so they don't have to spend so much time in the car. Let's see. Another question is, will you have the same hours in Bellevue, in the Bellevue Clinic? And initially, no, we won't, because we're not going to have as much staff in Bellevue right to start, so we'll have shorter hours. I don't know yet what those hours are going to be, but we will have a mix of morning, afternoon, evening, and weekend hours in Bellevue. And as the clinic gets busier, then we'll add more hours. And eventually the goal is to be open 7 days a week at all of our locations. But initially, we won't have quite as many hours in Bellevue. And somebody else asks who will be working at the Bellevue Clinic. And initially, Trey, our acupuncturist Trey, is going to be working at Bellevue. He'll be the only acupuncturist there initially. But again, as we get busier, we'll be adding more acupuncturists to that location. Trey has been with us for a long time. He's been with us for 7 years. And he is an excellent acupuncturist with a very loyal following of patients. And he is going to be the clinic director in Bellevue, so he'll really be the person in charge of that location. And so he'll get that location up and running, get it busy, and then we'll bring more people onto Trey's team as that location needs it. So initially just Trey, but more coming. Let's see. So somebody asked a question about the price increase. And some of our patients like to pay for treatments in advance, and then we keep track of credits in our scheduling system. So a patient asked, if I have credits already, will I need to pay more on those credits once the price increase goes into effect? And the answer to that is no. If you have already paid for treatments and bought credits, those are your credits and you've already bought them. So we're not going to ask you to pay more on those once the price increase goes into effect. And then someone else asked about credits, if they have to be used by a certain time. So any time that you pay in advance for treatments, whether you buy the August special package or if you just pay in advance because you want to, those credits never expire. So you can use them anytime. We never put an expiration date on anything that you prepay for. Somebody else asked about the late cancellation fee. So as a lot of our patients know, we do have a fee for appointments that are canceled with less than 24 hours notice or for no-shows. And currently that fee is $15. And when the price increase goes into effect, then that fee is going to go up to $20. If you currently owe us for a no-show or a late cancellation, then you won't have to pay more on that once the price increase goes into effect. So if you owe us $15 for a late cancellation fee right now, you'll still owe us $15 after September 1st. We won't increase that to $20 because that was the fee at the time. So, but if you have a late cancellation or no-show after September 1st, then that fee will go up to $20. Someone else asks, is your new patient fee increasing? And yes, that is. That's going to go up to $15. So $15 for a new patient fee, and then the regular sliding scale of $20 to $40. And I think that those are all of the questions that I have gotten in advance. Do we have any questions that have come over? Oh, okay. So someone asked a business question for me about changing a company name. Private message me on or just send us a message on Facebook if the person who asked about the business name changed, and I'll message you. It's quite involved changing your business name, so don't do it unless you really want to, and then make sure you really like the name that you decide on because there's a lot to it. So if there aren't any other questions from the participants, then we'll go ahead and wrap up. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here and listening in and participating. And just thanks for being our patient. Thanks for being a loyal supporter of acupuncture. Thanks for telling everybody else how great acupuncture is, because we think it's great and we're glad that you've experienced the benefits of it. So thanks for joining us, and stay tuned. We'll be emailing you when there's more news. Thanks, everybody.